Mamata Banerjee has finally cracked the whip on tainted minister Partha Chatterjee. He is one of the main accused in the SSC scam and has been sacked as West Bengal minister as well as from all the posts that he held in the TMC. Meanwhile, heat also mounting on his aide, Partha Mukherjee, as the ED is conducting raids on more properties linked to her. Mountains of cash and gold have been recovered in 2 raids so far. Those are some very sensational visuals that have been coming in over the last week. And this takes the total amount recovered to more than 50 crore rupees. On the other hand, TMC MLA Manik Bhattacharya, who was questioned for 14 hours on Wednesday by the ED, has also been summoned again today. Now let's listen in to the reactions coming in from TMC, starting with Abhishek Banerjee.
Trinamool is the first party who has intervened within a week in 7 days, and BJP is talking about corruption. BJP should be the last one to talk about ethics, values, corruption and honesty. The circumstantial evidence which has come up in the course of investigation is suggesting or making many of us believe that he might be involved. The onus is on him, and we want to give the benefit of doubt to the people of Bengal, not any particular leader or not any sympathizer who was close to Trinamool Congress as any leader.
सात दिन से बात हो रही थी, मान नहीं रही थी, तो चीफ सेक्रेटरी ने सिग्नेचर किया, ममता बनर्जी चीफ मिनिस्टर ने नहीं किया है। और जब ये घटना हो रही वो उधर दूसरे प्रोग्राम में थी, मान गई कम से कम, नहीं तो एक एक छोड़ते जाएंगे तो पार्टी कहाँ बचेगा। और जो उनके महामंत्री अभिषेक जी ने स्टेटमेंट दिया, उन्होंने फ्रेश किया है, लेकिन इसको लेकर सुबह से चल रहा था। पहले कुणाल बाबू से ट्वीट कराई गई, फिर ये सब चर्चा हुई, फिर मीटिंग बुलाया गया। जो खुद डिसिप्लिन एक्शन कमेटी के चेयरपर्सन हैं उनको कौन निकालेगा, लेकिन कैसे भी हो, जो पार्टी का अंदर विद्रोह हो रहा था उसका प्रेशर से सारा पद से उनको निकाला गया। और पहले तो मिनिस्टर से, फिर चिल्ला हुआ तो फिर पार्टी के पद से गया। तो इसको करने के 7 दिन लगता है। आप कितना ईमानदार हैं।
All right, now we join by Kamalika Sengupta with more details on this. Kamalika, the TMC there playing a very strategic game. First, their spokesperson Kunal Ghosh tweets that Partha Chatterjee should be removed from all the posts, otherwise he is going to resign, making it look like it's TMC themselves who are following a very high moral code and that they were completely unaware of this entire situation. As Dilip Ghosh is pointing out, Mamata Banerjee's aggressive stance is changing and now she has decided to cut off her hand to save the entire body, as he's putting it.
See, for the last 7 days, if we see, there were really murmurs inside the Trinamool Congress. The moment those cash visuals started coming in, the leaders from the middle level leaders, the lower level leaders, they were saying they are really ashamed. So that is one point that was already there in the party. So obviously the BJP will say that it is a planned thing, it's a staged thing. But inside the party, as we were also talking to a lot of MPs and MLAs and local leaders, they were all ashamed of those visuals which came out. So there the Trinamool Congress had to take. Trinamool Congress was not pressurized by outside only, it had a pressure from inside also. And also, as we were discussing, the Trinamool Congress is a party which follows the public pulse and follows the public perception. What happened last 7 days, the public perception, seeing those visuals, those monies, those were something which really shocked the Trinamool Congress from inside out. This is not for the first time that any minister of Trinamool Congress is getting arrested or any MP is getting arrested. Sudip Bandyopadhyay was arrested in Sharda. Madan Mitra was a minister, he was arrested for Sharda case. But, for Narda case, for 1 or 2 days, a lot of ministers were together arrested. When the CBI was after Rajiv Kumar, we saw Mamata Banerjee sitting there in Dharna. In all these cases, they were putting the conspiracy theory. But here also they wanted to put the conspiracy theory. But when this circumstantial evidences came out, the visuals of this money came out, then it was really embarrassing for Trinamool Congress. So initially they thought that, they will be pressurizing the authorities to have a fast track or to show that whether actually Partha Chatterjee is guilty or not. But with the second 28 crores that came out from Partha Mukherjee's residence, that really blowed it up. And that's why they took the steps 7 days later. But right now, today, as we speak that this problem of the teachers, a lot of teachers applicants who are sitting there in the roads for more than 500 days, they will be actually, that is the point, which is the main point. Now, Trinamool in one way has totally distanced themselves from Partha Chatterjee by taking steps. Second, today the National General Secretary Abhishek Banerjee will be meeting the teachers applicant yesterday. He spoke with them in phone. So they are totally into a damage control mode. Now, whatever opposition says, whatever happens, first is to correct the damaged public perception which has developed due to this visuals of this money. Second, Abhishek Banerjee himself will be talking to these people. He then might be requesting to the government to do something for those people who are sitting there on the roads for more than 500 days. Now, they are in damage control mode. On the other hand, today, MLA Manik Bhattacharya again will be questioned. Last day it was 14 hours. And his involvement, according to these sources, they are also saying that there's some involvement of Manik Bhattacharya. Now, if Manik Bhattacharya also goes behind the bars, then again it will be an embarrassment, but not like an embarrassment which they faced during when Partha Chatterjee was arrested.
Kamalika, let's talk about the public perception of the TMC that the parties are trying to control right now. We know that Partha Chatterjee has been removed. Manik Bhattacharya has been called yet again by the ED. There's also Paresh Adhikari who is under the scanner. So either Mamata Banerjee, did not know about what is going on right under her nose, or as the BJP is alleging, this is a scam that runs very deep.
See, whether Mamata Banerjee knew it or not, that's obviously it's up to Mamata Banerjee, whether it was known to them or not. But the sense of reaction that we are getting from Trinamool Congress, that nobody expected that such a big money haul was there. The murmurs were already there for the last 4 to 5 years that in various districts, there are agents who are giving jobs in lieu of money. That story was there. There were complaints also. But this amount of money haul, which has crossed 50 crore, was unexpected. Even we as a journalist, we also were, we are trying to get stories where this type of, agencies, type of dalals were there, who used to give jobs, who had connections with influential, but it will run to a scam of more than 50 crores was not known to anybody. That's what the feel is inside the party, that nobody knew that this amount of money, if there are some jobs, there are at times that somebody gives reference that, please take my person, please try for my person. That thing is there. That thing was known to everybody that, there are some quote unquote sifarish, but this amount of money haul, the huge amount of scam was a shock for the party. As we are also talking to the party for the last 7 days, everybody was stunned that how can this amount of money be there in somebody's residence? And there where the question lies, that who knew about it and who were unaware about it. Now, as the investigation goes, more people will be questioned. We are getting it from the sources, more arrests will take place. Then the real picture will come out, that what amount of party, how many people from the party knew about it. But right now they have shrugged off Partha Chatterjee. They are talking to the teachers, applicants. They are trying to go in a full damage control mode.
All right, Kamalika, thank you very much. So we'll give the benefit of the doubt to the TMC. Best case scenario, they had no idea what was taking place in their party.